Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you know anything about me, you know that I absolutely love chemistry. I love learning it, I love teaching it, and this channel is something that I wanted to create for a really long time. So this video is going to be about dimensional analysis. In my opinion, this is one of the most important skills that you will learn. It is going from one set of units to another set of units. In chemistry, we are going to use this to go from atoms to moles to grams. We are going to use this to go from one element to another element using balanced chemical equations. All of that is quite far away, but you will also use this concept in all of your physics courses as well. So to get started, I'm going to start with something really simple. In 1 foot, there are 12 inches. Okay. If you are, sorry, I have a calculator there because I'm going to show you guys how to plug some stuff into your calculator a little bit later. If you are going from inches to feet or feet to inches, we are going to use this conversion factor. You can be asked how many inches are in 3 feet. We are given feet and our desired units are inches. Whenever you start a dimensional analysis problem, you want to start with what you are given. So we are going to start with 3 feet. And we're going to multiply by our conversion factor. This is what's going to change from problem to problem. Whether feet goes in the denominator or the numerator, same with inches. In this case, we want to have whatever you want to cancel in the opposite position. So in this case, I want to cancel feet. So feet is going to go in the denominator. Y, that will cancel out, and the units that we will be left with is inches. We have 1 foot, 12 inches, and here feet will cancel out, and our only units that we are left with is inches. This is really 3 times 12. This gets us 36 inches. Similarly, we could be given inches and asked to find feet. If you have 60 inches and you are asked to find how many feet are in 60 inches, again, you start with what you're given. So we are going to start with 60 inches. You're going to multiply by a conversion factor. In this case, we want to cancel out inches, so we are going to put inches in our denominator. So we have 12 inches over 1 foot. In this case, inches will cancel out with inches, and the only unit that we are left with is feet. This will get us 5 feet. In most cases, your dimensional analysis problems are going to be more complex. You're going to have to do multiple unit conversions in one. So to show this, I'm going to add in another conversion factor. We are also going to be looking at centimeters to inches. So in 1 inch, we have 2.54 centimeters. If you are asked how many feet is 418 centimeters, so there is no conversion to get us from centimeters to feet. However, we know how to go from centimeters to inches, and we know how to go from inches to feet. So this is what we're going to do. As always, you start with whatever you're given. So we are going to start with 418 centimeters. First thing we want to do, convert it to inches. We want to cancel out centimeters, so that will be in our denominator. And inches will go in our numerator. Here, centimeters cancels with centimeters. We are left with inches. We're going to multiply this by our other conversion factor, but now we want to cancel out inches and we want to be left with feet, which is our desired units, our final desired units. So we are going to put inches in our denominator and feet in our numerator. And inches will cancel out with inches and we will be left with feet. How to plug something like this into your calculator. What I like to do is I like to multiply everything in our numerator and then divide that by everything in our denominator multiplied by each other. In this case, I would plug in 418 over 2.54 times 12. You can realistically multiply 2.54 times 12 and then solve for that, and then do 418 divided by that. But things get a lot easier when you have a calculator that you can use parentheses in. A lot of students use the TI-30XA calculator. However, I highly, highly, highly recommend against using that one. Sometimes I'll be tutoring someone and we'll go over their exam and they did everything right and they just got questions wrong because they were using that calculator. Try to find a calculator with arrows and a little keypad, and one that you can see what you are actually typing in. You can go back, you can edit it. You don't have to plug everything in all at once. So for the sake of this video, I will be using the TI-30X2S. Casio is another calculator brand. They also make great calculators. I'm just using this one because this is also the one that I use. What I'm going to plug into my calculator, I'm going to plug in 418 divided by, open parentheses, 2.54 times 12, and then your enter sign. So this guy will go in parentheses. What this will actually look like when I'm plugging it in, 418 divided by, now you open parentheses. Whatever is in your parentheses, you just plug in. So in this case, it's going to be 2.54 times 12. Now we can do close parentheses and enter. You need to make sure that you are using parentheses correctly. And if you do happen to make a mistake, your calculator will either give you a really incorrect answer or tell you that there's a syntax error. And in that case, you don't have to replug everything in. You can just go back and look what you did and edit what you already plugged in. So when we plug this into a calculator, so 418 over, in parentheses, 2.54 times 12, close parentheses, we get 13.7 feet. So this is how we do dimensional analysis, and this is also how we use our calculator to do dimensional analysis. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.